Hello everyone, it's your girl Oduraa Quartey and I am back with another YouTube video. If today happens to be your first time watching my YouTube video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now before we get into this video, I just have a few words to say. Guys, where do I start from? Where do I begin? Oh my god! I posted a video, was it last Sunday? You know, as at the time I'm making this video, last Sunday. And the views, oh my god, I am so excited. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. And all I have to tell you guys is that I'm no longer your mate. When you see me, you don't look in my eyes. How do you handle fame? God. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for the support, thank you for the love, thank you for sharing the video, and please continue to do so. Now getting into the video. It's a story time. Let's go. Now, you know, I came to Tech, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, you know, my dream school. I wanted Tech, I got Tech. I wanted telecom engineering, I got telecom engineering. Like, what I wanted is what I got. And when I was coming to university, I finished with 7 A's, 1 B in my WASI. And so I just felt like, oh, if you could do it in SHS, you can easily do it in university. You know, like that relaxed mentality that, it's not like I didn't put in effort to study for WASI, I did. But like the way you study SHS is different. You know, I'll get into that portion. So I just came like, Charlie, me what vim, like engineering, science students. The brain is working. It's working. So I came, you know, I saw there was a lecture. Sometimes you learn some things you don't get. So I just thought it was normal. I read the first paper. And when we wrote the exam and then the result, you know, the result came next time. And then they released it on Val's Day. But before the result came, I had a friend who had a father who was a lecturer who told us that I had seen the result and he said, "Oh, Oduraa, you did well." I said, oh, is that a surprise? It's something that we'll be expecting, but deep down I knew that like I did well. What's his definition of I did well? Because someone's definition of you did well is different from what your definition of you did well is. When the results came, 63.72. I can never forget. And in Ghana, in Tech, 70 is a first class. Anything below 70, so from 60 to 69.99 is a second class upper. So that meant I was in second class upper. And you see, for someone else, like for anyone else, second class upper is good, but for me, what I wanted first class. I was like, why? In fact, let me not lie, I cried. I'm a crybaby, I'm sorry, I cried. I cried. Then my dramatics, I'm a failure. Oh my god, I just want to live.
Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional. Do you need 2 minutes counsel?
I couldn't tell my mother. Then I called her later and I sent to her. Then she was like, "Oh, sorry." But you know mothers. Especially my mother. But I told you that you can't be lying on your bed and learning. You can't be sitting in bed. So I was like, nah, this can't continue. So the next thing, I said, okay, let me look at the people that are doing well. Let me target those people that are doing well. And I saw a study group that they were doing well. So I started going to the study group. That's when I learned how to learn. And I went. The next semester, I increased by 3. Now, when I was telling people that I wanted to move to first class, people were like, where I started from, it would be difficult for me to move. Someone said that they don't think I can move. The most I can do is 69. Someone told me that even if I increase 70 or 71. And I was like, I'm going to finish as an excellent student. I just told myself, because I was like, excellent students in Tech, it means that 75 plus and above. I just told myself that I know what I want and I'll work hard and achieve it. So second year, first sem, I put in all the effort, I learned. Unfortunately for me, one of the major things that helped me was in Tech, and especially in my department, you have an academic supervisor. My academic supervisor was God sent. God sent. That man will make you set a target and he will tell you how do you want to achieve the target. And you set a goal, you set a plan, how you want to achieve. Then second sem, we wrote exam. Second year, first sem, I wrote an exam. I was climbing the staircase and I saw my academic supervisor and he said, "You did it." I said, "I did what?" Like, I was like, "What?" I'm like, "You did what?" I was like, "You went to first class." I'm very dramatic. If you know me very well, you know that my expressions are so dramatic. I was like, no, until I see. Proper doubting Thomas. And he was like, why would he lie to me? I said, nah, I want to see it first. So I followed him to his office. And I saw I had moved to 70.
I'm feeling now. No can use your reggae. Spoil my blues Saturday now.
And I was like, wow. If I said I'll do it, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then that's how it went. So I learned how to study from the study group. And then when I got to third year, I realized I liked studying alone. I liked being on my own. And so I really learned on my own. I put in maximum effort. And by God's grace, I finished with 76.83. When people told me that the maximum I could finish was with the maximum I could finish with was a 70. So basically, if you have not learned anything from my story, the major thing I want to leave with you today is that don't let anyone put a limitation on what you can do or what you cannot do. Because people will always advise you based on their experiences, based on their, what they have gone through. Me like this, if you come to me, I'll give you my opinion based on what I have been through. You understand? But you know what you want. You know your ability. You know that if you put your mind to it and you work hard, you can achieve it. Go for it. The sky is not your limit. There's the galaxy. There are the stars. It's the stars pattern. There's the Milky Way. I don't know what the thing is, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so basically, that's the story. And so I'll just leave some tips with you. I'm going into detail on what I'm going into the details, like the nitty-gritties of what I did to enable me to achieve those targets or achieve that average. Because I finished as a first class student, number one, and I finished as an excellent student. So I won awards for most improved, and I won an award for being an excellent student. And so let me tell you what I did, exactly, because, yeah, I mean, let's help each other grow. Yeah. The first thing, the obvious thing, go for class. Go for class. There's no two ways about it. Maybe you say, let's let your campus. When you go to the class campus, you don't understand anything. You have to learn on your own. Go for class. Because sometimes you have to learn on your own, but the lecturer will say certain things. That's when you are learning on your own. It makes it easier. Go for class. That's the major thing. The major thing that you need to excel as a student. You go for class. Because my classmates used to call me a secretary. Anything the lecturer says, I'll write. Because when I write and I read, I can remember, okay, this is when the lecturer said, because I don't have photographic memory. Me, in CSS, troll. I have to write it. I have to write it down. Yeah, so go to class and then go to class prepared. So 1 point, go to class and then go to class prepared. You must be prepared. You should know you should have revised what the lecturer taught the last time before you come to class. If you're now coming to class and you're now reading, there's a possibility you might not understand what the lecturer teaches that day, or even if you understand, it's be at a slower pace than if you had revised before the class. Number 2, get a study timetable. If you want me to teach you how to draw a study timetable, I can do a video on that. But get a study timetable and stick to it, because being an excellent student or excelling academically requires discipline. And so you should be able to set a study timetable and then follow it and learn. Catch up on all the subjects. You look at which subjects am I struggling with, which one can I do, which one needs more work, which one am I okay with, and then you assign the study times according to your strengths. A study timetable is necessary. Point number 3, I'll be looking down because my points are beside me. Point number 3, ask your lecturers and your TAs for help. TAs are teaching assistants. I'm a teaching assistant. It is our job. If you have a problem, ask. Number 4, find a study buddy or find a study group. It depends on you. Some people are loners. I know a guy, he learns alone and he's excelling. Some of us, we need a study group. Some of us, we need someone to study with. Me, a portion of my life, I needed a study group. A portion of my life, I worked alone. So do what works best for you. If you need a study group person, a study partner, or a study group, get one. Look for one. Do ahoshishe and enter one. So that, because this is not the time to train your home like, oh, I don't want to look like I'm desperate to join. We have a plan, we have a goal, we are going somewhere. And so it's not about I look like this. If you need help, ask. If you need a study group, ask. Please, I want to join. If you need a study buddy, oh please, I can see that you understand. Please show me the way. Basically, you want it, you go for it. That's it. That's life. Moving on. Is it point number 5? Yeah. Point number 5. Take a break. You see, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes OD a dull girl. You need to take a break. You need to rest. If it's some enjoyment party you are supposed to go for, go. If it's that movie or that series you want to watch, watch. If it's that nap time that you want to sleep, sleep. Take a break. Because if you are always learning and learning and learning and learning, you miss out on networking in school, you miss out on having a social life, you miss out on, you know, just being a human being, a teenager or a young adult. I mean, there's life beyond education. So in fact, even social life is education. So have a social life, rest, take your time, take a break. You understand? It's not always I'm learning. Are you the only person learning? Come on, let's be serious over here. Take a break, enjoy yourself. Okay. Then you do more after class. Now your lecturers are going to lecture. They'll give slides that they will not have all the content on the slides, obviously. But there are some things that you need to pay attention to that you need to do after class. Number one, YouTube. YouTube should be your best friend as a student. No matter what level you find yourself, whether you're doing an undergrad, whether you're doing masters or you're doing a PhD, YouTube is going to be your best friend because everyone is sharing content. Everyone wants you to know something. Everyone is teaching. Everyone. So you're looking for something, it's going to be on YouTube. Majority of the time. I'm not saying all the time, but most of the things you need will be on YouTube. Number two, your lecturers will definitely have reference books. So that they will use to design their slides or to teach in class. Check out those reference books because those reference books will go into much more detail on what your lecturers teach in class. Is the English correct? Yes. It's going to more detail on what your lecturers have taught you in class and everything. So definitely use a reference book. And then lastly, make sure you're never lagging in class. That's still under do more after class. Make sure you're never lagging. And that's why your study timetable helps because you learn ahead of class. Like you learn before class, so you revise what you've done. And if you can learn ahead, why not? You see, the thing with learning ahead is saying, hey, me learning ahead, yeah, like I have to go and learn everything. It's not about learning everything. Maybe just read. You may not understand everything, but when you go to class and the lecturer is teaching, when you say something, you be like, that's why this is like that. That's why that is like that. It's just to give you a head start. It's not necessarily that you're going to understand everything. And that's basically it. I really hope these tips work for you because they worked for me. If you need any more information, if you want more information on anything, just, hit me in the comment section. I'll respond. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell another friend that OD has released another video. I'll see you guys another time.